US Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent on Wednesday slammed Europe's newly concluded trade agreement with India, saying the deal showed the European Union had prioritized commercial interests over its stated support for the Ukrainian people. They should do what's best for themselves, Bessent said. But I will tell you, I find the Europeans very disappointing. Bessent alleged that European countries have been purchasing refined products from India made using Russian oil, while declining to align with Washington's more aggressive trade policy on New Delhi. He said the EU had been unwilling to match the additional 25% tariffs imposed by the US on Indian goods last year because it was pursuing its own trade agreement with India. The Europeans were unwilling to join us, Bessent said. And it turns out, because they wanted to do this trade deal. He added that Europe's actions undercut its repeated rhetoric on Ukraine. So every time you hear a European talk about the importance of the Ukrainian people, remember that they put trade ahead of the Ukrainian people, he said. The mother of all deals aims to boost two-way trade and reduce Europe's reliance on the United States amid rising global trade tensions. Brussels said the agreement would eliminate or reduce tariffs on nearly 97% of traded goods by value, potentially doubling EU exports to India by 2032 and saving European companies about €4 billion in duties. Bessent's remarks come against a backdrop of strained transatlantic trade ties during President Donald Trump's second term. US officials are frustrated that the EU has not enacted tariff reductions promised under a framework agreement reached with Washington in July. Those tensions have been compounded by recent US tariff actions against other trading partners, including South Korea, which saw duties raised this week over what Washington described as slow implementation of a bilateral trade framework. Bessent defended the administration's use of tariffs as leverage, saying such steps were helpful to get things moved along. The Trump administration has imposed tariffs of up to 50% on Indian goods, including a 25% levy tied directly to India's purchases of Russian oil. Those measures were doubled in August, escalating trade tensions between Washington and New Delhi. However, Bessent recently signaled that further tariff relief could be possible. Speaking to Politico on the sidelines of the World Economic Forum, he stated that Indian refinery purchases of Russian crude had dropped sharply. He added, "The tariffs are still on. 25% tariffs for Russian oil are still on. I would imagine there is a path to take them off."
The European Union and India are natural strategic partners because we have so much in common. We are the two biggest democracies. We are rooted in the rule of law. Pluralism and respect for human dignity is at our core. We are both unions made up of many regions, bringing together people of different languages, backgrounds and cultures, but we respect this diversity. Unity in diversity is the motto on your side and on our side. Our strengths complement each other. Europe's experience and technology, for example, is matched with India's energy and creativity and ingenuity. And our scale gives us global influence, whether in trade, security, or in international relations. This is why India has risen to the top rank of global politics, which Europe welcomes. So just imagine what we can achieve if we combine the resources of Europe and India. It is a decisive moment in our partnership with our free trade agreement, and indeed open the world's largest trading zone ever, an unprecedented market of almost 2 billion people. It means more than trade. It means more and better jobs, more and closer friendship, more connections, more opportunities for our businesses and, of course, our people, and fewer dependencies. And this is only the beginning. This agreement forms the foundation of the crucial partnership between Europe and India, and we are sending a strong signal to the world. In a time where the world is becoming more and more fractured and fractious, at this time, India and Europe are choosing dialogue, collaboration, and cooperation. So, distinguished guests, today is about more than economics. Europe and India are also stepping up strategically. And this is why today we launched our security and defense partnership to protect Indian interests and European interests, and to bring stability and reassurance in volatile times, so that our people can feel safe and our businesses can trade with confidence and with certainty. Distinguished guests, we have achieved so much already. Now, with these agreements, we can scale even greater heights. Together, we can build a new golden road between our continents and pave the way to an even brighter future for India and for Europe. I look forward to deepening this partnership with you. Jai Hind.